And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Panther Baseball Field for your 2A 5 Central District Tournament here at Magnet Cove. Today, the two teams that will be playing in Game 1 today will be the home team will be the Mt.Pine Red Devils, and your visiting team will be the Cutter Morning Star Eagles. I'm Coach Shane Hartzell for the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel, and we are going to get started today. We're going to look at the conference standings here, as you can see on your screen, how the regular season finished out. Finishing first at 6-0 was Episcopal Collegiate. Finishing second was Magnet Cove at 5-1, and finishing third was Bigelow at 4-2, and finishing fourth was Poen at 3-3, and finishing fifth was Conway Christian at 2-4, and finishing sixth, which is the matchup we'll have today, is the Mt.Pine Red Devils 1-5, and finishing seventh is the Cutter Morning Star Eagles, who are 0-6 overall in conference. We are getting ready to start. We'll look at your lineup here for the Mt.Pine Red Devils. They will be the home team, so they will be in the field first. And what you see on your screen there, folks, is I have the whole team listed. I'll just kind of go through that, and then I'll tell you their starting lineup as they come up to bat. We have number one, Jonah Wilburn, and then we have number two, Ty Ventress, number four, Landon Gadberry, number six, Gracian Kuhn, and Gracian Torres, and number seven, Joey Eads, and number eight, Jace Bills, and number 10, Corbin Therio, and number 11, Chris Morgan, number 12, Carson Brown, number 13, Jacob Walpole, number 14, Connor Clemens, number 15, Mark Lusher, number 20, Kel Slayton, and number 21, Aiden Putman, and number 22, Harrison McMahon, and number 24, rounding it all out, Mr. James Turner. And that is the lineup for your roster for the Mt.Pine Red Devils, who will be the home team today. Now let's take a look at the Cutter Morning Star Eagles. So starting off, we have number 0, Jeremiah Smith, number 1, Landon Cudvet, number 2, Simon Godino, number 3, Grant Casey, number 4, Devin Simpson, number 5, Keith Collins, number 6, Jock Simpson, number 7, Drake Bissell, number 8, Isaiah Mahomes, number 10, Michael Sexton, number 11, Jackson Duncan, number 12, Jacob Harbin, number 13, Marcus Turner, number 14, Braden Fuston, and number 15, Jaden Cook, and number 16, Reglio Cruz, and rounding it out, number 17, Nick Burnett. And that is your roster for the Cutter Morning Star Eagles. Mt.Pine they are the home team this afternoon here at Panther Baseball Field to start Game 1. And they will be going out in the field today. And we will take a look here at your position players. So starting it off at catcher for the Mt.Pine is Jonah Wilburn, number 1. He will be your catcher. Number 11, Chris Morgan will be your third baseman. Number 20 will get the start today on the bump, Kel Slayton. Number 4, Landon Gadberry will be at first base. And number 14, Connor Clemens will be at center field. And number 13, Jacob Walpole will be in left field. And number 8, Jace Bills will be at the shortstop. And number 7, Joey Eads will be at second base. And rounding it out will be number 21, Aiden Putman, your right fielder. And that's what we're looking at today. These two met in regular season with the Mt.Pine Red Devils coming out victorious. But hey, it's conference, it's district tournament play time now, and it's a beautiful day here at the Panther Baseball Field. And as they say, anything goes and anything can happen on any given day in baseball. That's what's so great about this sport. So we enjoy you to sit back, relax, and hopefully enjoy some district baseball here from Panther Baseball Field here at Magnet Cove. And we welcome all of you who are tuning in on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel. Welcome, and we hope to bring you great coverage today. And we are getting ready to get underway here. And leading off for the Eagles of Cutter Morning Star is number 5, the third baseman, Keith Collins. Slayton again getting the start on the bump today for the Mt.Pine Red Devils. First pitch winds up, hits, and it is a foul ball for strike one. That one misses just a little low, so he evens up the count at 1-1 on Collins, the third baseman. The pitch, and that one breaks over the plate, and for a strike. And that is going to make the count 1-2. The delivery, and he rings him up, sits him down on the first. So, Slayton retires the first batter on a strikeout looking, and that will bring up the center fielder, number 8, Isaiah Mahomes. First pitch is a ball. Second pitch is a strike. Mahomes enters the box again. The windup, the pitch, and it's going to be a called strike. Your count is 1-2 with one out. Slayton looking to come right at him here. And he gets him there on the strikeout. He strikes him out swinging. So Slayton has retired the first two batters in the lineup there. And we will, up to bat, will be the pitcher, number 7, Drake Bissell, the lefty. First pitch is outside for a call ball 1. Second pitch is a strike, swing and a miss, and that evens up the count at 1-1. The pitch just misses outside. Brings the count to 2-1. And that one's going to be foul tip, and that evens up the count at 2-2. 2-2 with 2 outs. And that was going to be just foul for out of the reach of the first baseman for the Red Devils. And that is Gadberry for the Red Devils. The pitch, and he gets him swinging. So go the Eagles. One, 2, 3 in the top of the first, and we will take a quick break here on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel. And we're back here at Panther Baseball Field for Game 1 of your 2A 5 Central District Baseball Tournament. And softball is going on just across the way here at Magnet Cove, on the campus of Magnet Cove. Today, starting for the Cutter Morning Star Eagles is Drake Bissell, the pitcher, the lefty. And he is number 7. And starting at third base for the Eagles is Mr. Keith Collins. The center fielder is Isaiah Mahones. Bissell, we just mentioned, is on the bump. Simon Godino is at shortstop. Nick Burnett is manning first. Grant Casey is behind the dish. And number 10, Michael Sexton, will be patrolling left field, along with Jackson Duncan in right field. And rounding it all out is Jeremiah Smith there. So that is your defensive positions, and Jeremiah is the second baseman. And we will, leading it off, coming up here for the Mt.Pine Red Devils, is going to be the catcher, number 1, Jonah Wilburn. First pitch, Bissell winds up, releases, and that one's going to be a foul tip to the backstop here for strike 1. And Bissell winds up the pitch. And that one's going to be just outside to even up the count at 1-1. Beautiful day here at Panther Baseball Field. The wind is blowing a little bit in today from center field. And that is going to be a swing and a miss for strike 2 on Jonah Wilburn, the catcher. So your count is 1-2. Bissell delivers. And that one's going to be hit in the gap. The shortstop knocks it down, is going to try to make a play, but pulls him off the bag. He pulls number 17 off the bag for Burnett, and that was Godino. Great stop to knock it down, but he makes a play on it. And lead off Wilburn is aboard with a single. And he's gone. He picks it up, and he slides underneath the tag. And so Wilburn takes second base. Bissell's looking. Wilburn's playing off. And that one's going to be hit, and it's going to be fouled off to the right side. So 1-1's your count here with no outs, a runner on second in scoring position. And that one's going to be popped up by Morgan. And is it going to be playable? That one's going to drop just beyond the reach of the second baseman. Looks like the second baseman and center fielder were having a little bit of communication problems there. And so that one's going to fall in for a hit. And that is a single by Morgan. So runners at first and second, and that brings up the pitcher, Caleb Slayton. He looks him back. Bissell steps off the rubber and pivots back. The windup, the pitch, and this was going to take third, and he is going to call time. Had a slide into third base there. And we had the double steal on. And so Wilburn's going to be safe at third. And Morgan is going to be safe at second. And they're going to check on the base. When he slid into the base, it came up there. So they're checking it to make sure it's anchored really well. And with that break, we're going to call a quick timeout here with that break, and we will be right back here on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel. And we're back here. We had that quick base issue taken care of. Coach Webb came out and Coach Adams and took care of the anchoring problem. So the pitcher's going to get a couple of pitches to make sure his arm's still loose here. And with that, we are returning to action here with the count 1-0 on on Slayton, the pitcher. And that one is going to sail a little high. So the count is 2-0 on Slayton. Got a runner in scoring position. Actually, two runners in scoring position. Runner is at third and second. Anything in the outfield could. And that ball is going to be passed, but the catcher hustles back, and Bissell is covering. And that's going to bring a count to 30, and that is going to give him Slayton hitter leverage here. And the pitch. And that one is a called strike. So that brings the count to 31. 3 balls, 1 strike. Bissell's going from the stretch. He pauses. Delivers, and that one misses inside. So with that walk, Slayton will take his walk down to first base, and that will load the bases here for Mr. Gadberry, Landon Gadberry, number 4 here. So, and that is the first baseman. First pitch is a called strike. Second pitch is straight to the third baseman. He's going to step on the bag for the force out. But 1 run will score. That will bring in Wilburn, and the Red Devils lead 1-0. And the windup with 1 out. And first pitch on Connor Clemens, the center fielder, is a called strike. Second pitch is going to be a little bit high, and that'll even up the count at 1-1. 1-1 is your count. 1 out. The Red Devils did get a run in on the fielder's choice just a moment ago. And that one's going to be hit, and that is going to be trouble. That's going to be a lot of trouble. And he's going to score. That's going to bring in 1. This is going to bring in 2. And so Morgan is going to score, and Slayton is going to score. And that was trouble there. I think 2 runs scored. Yeah. Is it 3-0? 3-0. And the pitch. And that's a called strike on Walpole, the left fielder. No, it's 1. You're right. And the count is 12. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The delivery, and that's a strike. Now it's 1-2. 12 is your count. Cutter looking to get out of the jam here with runners in scoring position. That one misses just inside. So 2-2 is your count on Walpole, the left fielder. Runners at second and third. And a swing and a miss. And down goes Walpole on strikes. And that will be 2 outs with runners still on second and third. And that will bring up number 8, Jace Bills, the shortstop. He delivers. And it misses a wild pitch. And in will come number 4, Landon Gatberry, on the wild pitch, and he will score. And that one gets behind there, and in will come Clemens, the center fielder. And that makes the score. The Red Devils have scored 4 here in the bottom of the first. Two-oh. 2-0 is our count. And make that 3-0. And Bills will take his way down, make his way down to first base there with the base on balls. And that brings up number 7, the second baseman, Joey Eads, for the Red Devils. And the runner is going. And he is going to be there. And that was Bills who took the base there. The delivery. And that one misses for ball 2. So 2-0 is your count. He checked his swing, and they call it safe. Blue calls it safe. So 3-0 is your count. And he puts that one in there. Bissell puts that one in for a strike. And he just misses. And so Eads will take his walk. And that will bring up the number 9 hitter, Aiden Putman, the right fielder, number 21, with 2 on, 2 out. Bissell delivers. And that one gets away. And that is going to be a ball. Looks like Coach is going to come out to visit with Coach Kellums is going to come out and visit with his pitcher here. Try to settle him down. Okay. And we are back here. Okay. And okay, and the count is 1-0. as we resume play here after the mound visit. And that's a swing and miss, and so that evens up the count at 1-1. The pitch, and that one's going to be a call ball, a little high. And the delivery. And that one's going to be pulled just foul down the third baseline. Two-two's the count. 2-2 with 2 outs. The pitch. And that one's going to sail just a bit high to bring the count to full. And that one just misses outside, and Putman will take a walk, and that will be that will bat us back around, and the leadoff, Jonah Wilburn, who had a hard hit to the shortstop, who made a great play to knock the ball down, his first at bat, and but was safe, ruled safe at first because the throw pulled him off, the first baseman off the back, and that one's hit, and that is going to be an errant throw. One's going to score, and two's going to score. And time is called. So on a typical 3-1, the pitcher covering the mound, an errant throw results in 2 runs scoring there for the Mt.Pine Red Devils. And that will bring up the third baseman, Chris Morgan. First pitch is outside. Ball. Second pitch is turned on, and third baseman steps and makes a great throw, but the first baseman just dropped it there. And so Morgan will reach on the fielding error by the first baseman, Burnett. So we got runners at the corners, first and third with 2 outs. That also drives in another run, so it makes it 7-0. And the runner is going. The catcher will just let him go on down. And that is a ball. And that is a strike. Slayton walked his first time around during this inning. And a call strike. So the count is 1-2. Eagles looking to put this one to bed right here. And he reaches and swings to strike out swinging. So down goes Slayton. And when we come back, we're going to take a quick break here in just a moment, and we will have the 4, 5, and 6 hitters for the Cutter Morningstar Eagles. You're watching 2A 5 Central District Baseball on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel.
If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas.
And we're back here at Panther Baseball Field, and your Cutter Morning Star Eagles will be up to bat here in the top of the second inning. Leading it off for the Eagles will be the shortstop, Simon Godino. First pitch is a little low for a called ball. And he turns on that one. Good play, backhand by the third baseman, and to first. That is a 5-3, and that was number, let's see, on for the, that was 14, or excuse me, Morgan, the third baseman, who made the play to Gadberry for the first out. So we'll score that a 5-3 put out. And that brings up the first baseman, Nick Burnett. First pitch is hit, and that one's going to be deep in the gap. It's going to fall. Left fielder plays the short hop, hits his cutoff man, and starting it out for Burnett is a single into right field, or excuse me, left field. And that will bring up the catcher, number 3, Grant Casey, for the Eagles, with one out. And Slayton fires and gets a called strike. Slayton looking the runner. And that is going to be another called strike. So Casey starts out 0-2, quick here in the hole. And that one sails just a little high for a called ball. And that one's going to be fouled off. So Casey staying alive here. Slayton struck out the first 3 to start off the game. And this one's going to be popped up, and it is going to be. He caught it. That was a great play by the catcher for the Red Devils. And that was Mr. Wilburn. And that will be the second out. And that will bring up the left fielder, Michael Sexton, number 10. And we're going to have a called balk here on Slayton. So Burnett will move up into scoring position. First time Eagles have had runners in a scoring position with 2 out in the top of the second. The pitch, and that one catches the outside corner. And that is going to be a called strike on Michael Sexton. And second pitch is a strike, so 0-2 is your count. Probably be looking for something off speed here in the dirt. And the delivery, and he misses just low. So that brings the count to 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that one's going to be fouled out of play on the first base side. So Michael Sexton, left fielder, despite going down 0-2, having a pretty successful at-bat here, fouling off the pitches. And that was going to be just over the outstretched arms of the first baseman, and that was going to fall. They're going to wave on the first baseman, Burnett, and that is going to be a stand-up double for Michael Sexton, the left fielder. And that one just got over the head of the first baseman, Gadberry, and fell in for ended up a double. And that will bring up Jackson Duncan, the right fielder. So the Eagles have something going here in the top of the second and bring 1 run in. First pitch is a called ball. Little high. Second pitch is a called ball. So 2-0 is your count. And that is going to be a swing and a miss. And now the count is 2-1. And that one is a foul tip. I just did hear it. So that's 2 strikes. Brings the count even at 2-2 with 2 outs. And he brings the curveball and gets Duncan looking. And that will retire the Eagles here in the top of the second. When we come back here in just a moment, we will have I believe, number 4, Landon Gadberry, the first baseman, up to bat for the Red Devils. You're watching 2A 5 Central District Tournament here on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube page. And we're back here at Panther Baseball Field, and that will bring up, again, Landon Gadberry, the first baseman for the Red Devils, who had a fielder's choice last inning. And he misses, Bissell misses with the ball. One 0 is your count. Bissell delivers, and Gadberry swings and misses to even up the count at 1-1. And he called the appeal down to the first base umpire, and it was a strike. So that will bring the count to 1-2. And that one is fouled off, so Gadberry stays alive. Got a quick update on the score just across the wall here over at the softball field. The Poen Lady Indians 5, the Mt.Pine Lady Red Devils 0. And we will get updates periodically as those come in. And that is a strikeout. That is Bissell's first strikeout looking, and that's one out for the Eagles of Cutter Morning Star, and that will bring up the center fielder, Connor Clemens. And he misses just outside with the ball. And misses just outside again on Clemens. Counts 2-0 with one out. And misses outside. The count is 3-0. So Clemens has hitter's leverage count right here on Bissell. Bissell looking to find the strike zone. And that one sails just a little bit inside and high for a walk. And that will bring up the left fielder, number 13, Jacob Walpole. And Walpole struck out swinging the last time. And he squares to bunt and gets a good bunt down. But that will be a sacrifice. So a sac bunt advances the runner there. And that will advance Clemens to second, who walked. And that will bring up the shortstop, Jace Bills. And first is a called strike on Bills. Your count is 0-1. Second pitch just misses. 1-1 is your count. And Bissell looks back. Clemens, the runner. And he looks back, and he throws. That one's going to go to center field. The center fielder is going to make the throw, and the third baseman knocks it down but cannot apply the tag. So Clemens will call time and brush off at third base. So now the Red Devils knocking on the door about 90 feet here on third base. And that one's hit. That one's hit up the middle. Good scoop by the shortstop. And he short hops it. And the first baseman, Burnett, fields it, scoops it for the out. So down goes the Mt.Pine on the 6-3. And with that, we will take another quick break here on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel. And we're back here at Panther Baseball Field. Your score, the Mt.Pine Red Devils lead 7-1 against the Cutter Morning Star Eagles. And up to bat will be the second baseman, 0, Jeremiah Smith. First pitch is outside. So Slayton's first pitch is a ball. And he evens up the count at 1-1. Next pitch just misses the outside corner. Brings the count to 2-1. And that one's going to be hit. Shortstop looking to make a play. Going to be a tough throw, but he makes it. Wow. That was the shortstop for Mt.Pine, Jace Beals. And that is a 6-3 put out there for the first out at the top of the third inning. And that will bring off the leadoff, Keith Collins, the third baseman who struck out looking his first at bat in the top of the first. Slayton releases, just misses high for ball one. The pitch and the swing, and he evens up the count. Slayton evens up the count at 1-1. And that one sails on Slayton, so the count is 2-1. And that one misses just low. So the count is 31. Eagles looking for base runners. And that one is down the heart of the plate to make the count full. And the payoff pitch. And that is a swing and miss for strike three. And that is the fifth strikeout for Slayton. And that ball sails on him just a little bit high on Mahomes. And that one is going to be low and outside, ball two. Mahomes the center fielder was a strikeout victim, his first at bat. The pitch, and that one misses as well. So Mahomes has hitter leverage count here with 3-0. Slayton looking to battle back. The pitch, and it is a called strike. And the pitch, and that is another called strike. So the count is full with 2 outs. Looking for the payoff pitch here from Slayton. And he delivers. And a called strike 3. So struck out Mahomes looking. So down go the Eagles, 9-1-2. And with that, we will take a quick break here on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel.
If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious, mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas.
welcome back to Panther Baseball Field. We go to the bottom of the third, and up to bat is, excuse me, the second baseman, Joey Eads, who walked his first at bat and then hit into a 6-3 ground out. And Bissell still on the bump for the Cutter Morningstar Eagles. And first pitch is a called strike. And he is going to be hit by a pitch. So Eads gets on base with a hit by pitch to lead off for the Red Devils. And that will bring up, excuse me, Aiden Putman. Got it. Bissell looks the runner over, delivers, and it's a called ball. So the count's 1-0. Eads on first, who was hit by a pitch to lead off in the bottom of the third. And Putman starts out with 2-0. And a walk. Bissell looks the runner back. Didn't want Eads getting too comfortable over there on first base, getting a good lead. And he goes back. The windup, the delivery, and that is going to be a strike by Aiden Putman, number 21. And that was going to sail outside, and that's going to bring the count to 31 on the right fielder. The pitch just misses, so that will be a base on balls. Eads will go to second. And that will bring up the leadoff, the catcher, Jonah Wilburn. Who has been 1 for 2 on the day with a single. And he starts off with a strike. And that was going to be hit, and that was going to be in the drop in the gap. And let's see if coach is going to wave him in. And in will come number 7, Eads, to score. So that will be an RBI single for Jonah Wilburn. And that brings up the third baseman, Chris Morgan, and he is going to pop that one up That was going to be trouble. Loses it in the sun. The second baseman does. And they scored a run off of that. Mt.Pine scores a run. Aiden Putman comes in from third base. And Jonah Wilburn advances to second after the drop fly ball by the second baseman there for the Eagles. And I believe that was Jeremiah Smith. And that will bring up, I believe, Slayton, the pitcher. And he starts out with a ball. Runners on first and second. And that one finds the strike zone to even up the count at 1-1. And Bissell looks him back, the runner. And we have a wild pitch, and both runners will move up. And the count is 2-1, 2 balls, 1 strike on Slayton. And that one sails a little high and inside, and that brings the count to 31. Bissell delivers. Just misses the outside corner there. And that will load the bases. And that will bring up the first baseman, Landon Gadberry, but Coach Kellums wants to talk with his pitcher here. And looks like we have seen the last of, at least on the hill today, for Bissell. And with that, we will take a break here on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel. And we're back here at the Panther baseball field. We have the third baseman who was playing third base just a moment again. Collins is going to come in on the hill to relieve Bissell, and the first baseman will move to third base, and Bissell will move to first. So we have runners at the bases are loaded, and up to bat is Landon Gadberry for the Red Devils. First pitch misses just inside for a called ball. Second pitch is going to be hit hard up the middle, and that's going to be out of the outstreet reached hands of the second baseman. 1 run will score, 2 runs will score, and they will hold him at third. So we have first and third with no outs, and that brings your score Mt.Pine 11, Cutter Morningstar 1. And that will bring up number 14, Connor Clemens. And Gadberry advances. And just misses with the ball. So 2-0 is your count on the center fielder, Connor Clemens. The pitch just misses outside. 30 is your count. Collins looking to settle in here. Find the strike zone. And he does for strike 1. So that brings the count to 31. The pitch. And just misses outside. So that will load them again for the Red Devils. And up comes number 13, Jacob Walpole, the left fielder who had a sacrifice bunt and scored or advanced a runner in the bottom of the second. And the pitch sails just high for ball 1. The pitch, and that one just misses the strike zone. The pitch, and that one catches the outside corner. Your count is 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs, and the bases are loaded. And that is a strike, swing and a miss. Counts 2-2. Collins looking for his first out here. And he gets it with the strikeout swinging. And with that, we have the first out. And that will bring up the shortstop, Jace Bills, who made an incredible defensive play in the top of the third. First pitch is called strike. Oh, 1 is your count. Bases loaded. 1 out. Collins delivers. And that one is going to be fouled out of play. So 0-2 is your count on Bills, the shortstop. And that one just misses outside. The pitch. And he freezes him up on that one and pulls the string. So down goes Bill. Strikes out looking. And for your second out, and that brings up Joey Eads, the second baseman. And have a pitch that gets away. Okay, and he slid under the tag. So the runner advances, slides under the tag on the wild pitch at the pass ball. And we still have 2 outs. The count is 1-0 on Eads. Eads, who started off this inning, was hit by a pitch to start off at the bottom of the third. And that one is going to be a called strike. One and one is your count. And the ball gets away. And he got hit by the pitch, so they will bring the runner back to, that is the Landon Gadberry, the first baseman, and down will go Eads, who was ironically hit by a pitch the first go around here. That's twice he's got hit in the same inning. And that will bring up the right fielder, Putman, who walked in his first at bat here in the bottom of the third. And he swings and misses. Count is 1-1. The pitch, and that one's going to be hit, and that one's going to fall into center field. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. So that is a 2 RBI single by Putman, the right fielder, with 2 out. And that brings the score. The Mt.Pine Red Devils 14, the Cutter Morning Star Eagles 1. And this will bring up the leadoff, Jonah Wilburn. First pitch is a ball. Second pitch is a strike. One and one is your count with 2 outs. Runners on second and third. And the catcher just does knock that one down. So the runner will not advance. And that one is a high for a called ball. Your count is 31. And that is a called strike. So the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runners on second and third. The payoff pitch, and just misses outside. So that will load the bases. And I believe the winning run is 90 feet. So with 2 outs, Collins looking to battle here. And that brings up number 11, Chris Morgan, the third baseman. And that is a called strike. Oh, that's true. And I misspoke there. And I think they're going to get that one. And they're going to get the play. So the 1-3 put out there. And we are going to the top of the fourth with your score, the score of the Mt.Pine Red Devils 14 and the Cutter Morning Star Eagles 1. We'll be back after a quick message on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel.
If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas.
And we are back here at the Panther Baseball Field where your score is Mt.Pine Red Devils 14 and the Cutter Morning Star Eagles 1. Here in baseball, after 4 innings, if the home team is ahead by 10 or more, then they will call it if there's 3 outs. So Cutter Morning Star could be down to its last 3 outs here. But leading it off was the starting pitcher for the Cutter Morning Star Eagles, which is Drake Bissell. And we do have a pitching change. Slayton, who pitched, has moved to shortstop. The shortstop, Bills, moves to third. And Morgan, who is at third, is now on the bump to try to close this one out. And the first pitch is a ball. And just misses 2-0 on Bissell. And a swing and a miss for strike 1. 2-1 is your count. And that one's going to be fouled off. 2-2 is your count. And that one's going to be hit, and the left fielder is going to make a play on it, and he does make the catch. And that is the left fielder out there. And that is Walpole, who makes the catch for the put out, the F7. Fly out to the left fielder, and that will bring up the shortstop, Simon Godino. First pitch is a swing and a miss. Starts out with a strike. So 1 out, 1 strike on Godino. That one misses just outside. And that one's going to be hit. Oh, and a great play. I believe that was number 7, Joey Eads, who moved over from second base to third when the pitch came in, and he makes an incredible snag there. The line drive, Godino lines out to the third baseman. And the Eagles are down to their final out. Burnett is up to bat, and he fouls the first pitch off, out of play. And that ball misses outside. One and one is your count. And that one misses just low. 21's your count. And that one's hit, and that one's going to be. Oh, and what a catch out there to end the ball game. That was Jacob Walpole, the left fielder, number 13, got on his horse. It looked like that ball may have a chance to be in the gap, but he makes an incredible play on the ball. So, wow. And I am assuming we're still in play here. It may be 10 after, excuse me, it may be 10 after 5, I believe, is the ruling on that. So it is just going to the bottom of the 4th inning here. And with that, as they are warming up, I want to thank Gavin Marsh here, who has been running graphics here today with your score and everything else. And also on tonight's live stream crew on the Switcher and software is Gavin Marsh. I'm Coach Shane Hartzell here, and on camera out there is Alex Fortner along with Zachary Collins. And so we want to thank you for tuning in tonight. Also, we want to take a quick look at, if we do, Gavin, if we can pull it up, a quick look at the tournament brackets. If this game continues as it does, what will happen tomorrow? Tomorrow, Tuesday, there will be no games, and then we will pick up on Wednesday here. So we will take a look at our bracket at a later time here, and talk about it. So with that in mind here, we're coming to the bottom of the 4th here, and the Red Devils will be leading it off. Here will be Slayton, who moved to shortstop, who pitched the first 3 innings of the ball game. And so we are about ready to resume play here in the bottom of the fourth. It's been a beautiful day for baseball. A little cool, a nice breeze blowing in, and so up to the plate to start it off for the Red Devils will be the now shortstop, Kel Slayton. Slayton, who has walked twice today. And the first pitch is a hit, and that one's going to be popped up. That could be trouble, but the right fielder makes a play on it, and that is Jackson Duncan, the right fielder. He makes the first out, so a fly out unassisted there by the right fielder for the first out. And that one is fouled back by Gadberry, who was the starting first baseman. And quickly, Gadberry is down 0-1. And that one is going to skip to the plate for a ball. And that one misses, ball. To clarify here, folks, on the scoring, so the rule in high school baseball is the home team must have 15 runs. If they are ahead 15 runs or more at the end of the third inning, then the ball game is called. And then if they are ahead 10 or more after the top of the fifth inning, then the ball game will be called as well. But right now, we have a count of 31. Gadberry looks down for the coach's signal here. See what he wants. The pitch. And that one catches the outside corner. And that makes the count full. And that one is going to be fouled out of play. So Landon Gadberry staying alive here, battling. Him and Collins, the pitcher, battling it out. And that one's going to be hit to the shortstop, and that one is just going to be off the glove of the shortstop, Godino. And with that, Gadberry will reach first base on the fielding error. And I believe number 2 will be checking in. That is Ty Ventress will be the courtesy runner on first base. And we're about to start up again, resume play. Connor Clements, the batter. With one out. The pitch, and it's a swing and a miss for Clemens. So Collins starts out 0-1 here against Clemens. And the runner is going, and that one's going to be thrown down. but Ventress is going to be there safe at second. And the count was strike three. And so down goes Clemens on a strike. That brings 2 outs. And up is the left fielder, Jacob Walpole, who made an incredible play out in left field in the top of the fourth. First pitch just misses for ball 1. Second one, that's to the third baseman. And he makes the play. And that was that one was Burnett, who had moved to third, and the pitcher Bissell playing first. So that is the 5-3, and that ends the bottom of the fourth, and we go to the top of the fifth with Cutter down to its final 3 outs. Must score at least, let's see, 2 to 3 runs. No, 4 or 5 runs here to keep the ball game alive. So, or 4 runs, excuse me, to keep the inning alive. So with that, we will take a quick break here on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel. And we're back here at Panther Baseball Field for the top of the 5th inning. Again, Cutter Morningstar needs 4 runs to keep this game alive. And Gadberry will look to close it out right here. And we will have leading off for the Cutter Morningstar Eagles will be the catcher, number 3, Grant Casey. First pitch is a ball outside, 1-0. And that one is going to be popped up in the infield. The third baseman is going to make a play on that, and that was number 7, Joey Eads, who makes the play for the unassisted, the fly ball. And that is 1 out. And that will bring up the left fielder, Michael Sexton, on to bat. And that ball is going to start off with a ball outside. The count is 2-0. And that is a called strike, swinging, and the count is 2-1. And the count is 3-1 on Michael Sexton, the left fielder for the Eagles. With one out, the top of the fifth. Eagles needing 4 to stay alive. And he is going to walk, so that will be a base on balls for Sexton. And that will bring up the right fielder, Jackson Duncan. Excuse me, we have a substitute there. That is number 6. Oh, and that is going to be a hit by pitch. So number 6 will be hit by a pitch, and that will advance Sexton. So the Eagles have runners on first and second, at the top of the fifth. The pitch, and that one's going to be trouble. Oh, and that one gets through the infield, gets through the shortstop and the second baseman, and around to score is number 10, Sexton, and to third base is the pinch hitter, and I will get a name on that here in just a moment. And yes, this will be their leadoff hitter, Collins. And that will bring in number 6 to score. And it was a strike, a called strike. Called strike. And the pitch, and that's a swing and a miss. So 0-2 with one out. The pitch just misses outside to bring the count to 1-2. The pitch, and that one's going to be put in play. Nice place by the third baseman. And he stretches and makes the play. That was number 7, Joey Eads, making the play there to the first baseman. And that was number 13, or excuse me, number 12. So that will be a 5-3. And that is 2 outs. So the Eagles need 2 to stay put, and he tags him out on the steal. And that and I believe that is going to be the ball game there, folks. And so the magnet the magnet I want to say Magnet Cove. I'm here at Magnet Cove. The Mountain Pine Red Devils win with a score of 14, and they defeat the Cutter Morning Star Eagles to 3. This was the first game of to start district tournament here at Magnet Cove, and so in the bracket, Mountain Pine will go on to play Bigelow, the third, the third place team in the regular season, the third seeded team on Wednesday at 4:30, and then we will have, I believe, Conway Christian uh, versus them. Poen in the second game. So, again, your final score here at Panther Baseball Field is the Mountain Pine Red Devils 14, the Cutter Morning Star Eagles 3, and thus this wraps up day one of district tournament play here at Magnet Cove on the baseball field. I am your uh, commentator, Coach Shane Hartzell, and along with Gavin Marsh and camera operators Zachary Collins and Alex Fortner. Be on behalf of us here at the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel, we wish you a good evening, and we will see you back here on Wednesday for two more rounds of exciting baseball. So until then, I'm Coach Shane Hartzell signing off.